Hello and welcome. I'm Damon Bruce. Good to have you along for the NBA here on 2K Sports. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It's going to be the Memphis Grizzlies up against Kobe Bryant and the LA Lakers. And that wraps up things here in the studio. I'll see you again for the HP Halftime Report. Now, here's Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K broadcasting crew.
It's a Western Conference matchup featuring the Memphis Grizzlies. It's Laker basketball at the Staples Center. Beautiful day outside. We are live in downtown Los Angeles. 2K Sports brings you this broadcast of the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan, and with me, Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. A look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies presented by State Farm. Allen and Gay out on the perimeter. Randolph and Gasol together inside. And it's Conley in at the 1. And for the Lakers, Artest and Powell in the forward slots. Fisher and Kobe man the backcourt. And it's Bynum in at the 5, down low.
And, you know, a lot of people thought Marc Gasol was a throw-in in the trade that sent his brother Powell to the Lakers in 2008. But Marc Gasol has become a great player for Memphis in his own right.
And Marc Gasol, Steve, you know, a bigger body than his brother Powell. An inch taller at 7'1". And Clark a little bit heavier at 265.
Yeah, he is, and he's actually lost quite a bit of excess weight, so he's really toned his body up since coming into the league. Not the fleetest of foot.
Oh! A replay here. This right slam cam show us how it's done.
There isn't anybody in the building that didn't appreciate that throwdown.
Well, Steve, that's as fancy a finish as you could possibly get.
A serious degree of difficulty on that one.
Conley against Fisher. Gasol against Randolph. Conley uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, last time Mike Brown coached in the NBA was with the 2010 Cavaliers. LeBron James' last year with Cleveland. And Mike Brown had a pretty good record with the Cavs. Even won Coach of the Year in 2009.
Got a piece of it. Pass to Randolph. He's covered by Fisher. Out of bounds. And they retain possession. We're getting back to Brown for just a second. Clark, a couple of 60-win teams under his watch, while in Cleveland, of course, LeBron James was there with him.
Yeah, exactly, and that bodes well going forward. Unfortunately, he was not able to translate those 60-win seasons into a championship, but there are a lot of factors that come into winning a championship. I don't think you can disparage Mike Brown at all because he did a terrific job in getting those teams to the level he got them to, and that experience will serve him well as he tries to help the Lakers win another championship.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. His team knows how to do the dirty work, and that's what he says he's going to rely on to carry them through this game. All the extra possessions they can get from crashing the boards makes a difference for them on the offensive end. Let's see if they can keep that pace up here, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris. And Clark, that speaks close to your heart, doesn't it?
Yeah, without question. That was a strong part of my game was rebounding. So when I was playing, the last thing I ever wanted was for my man to beat me on the glass. That would be unacceptable.
Matt Barnes is checked in for the Lakers. Blake comes in for Derek Fisher.
Well, you know, a recent stat said that in the last 15 years, the Lakers are on average the best offense in the NBA. But in crunch time, ironically, they fall to around 12th best offensively. Not nearly as effective.
Here's Game. Blocked. And the Lakers have possession. 4-point game.
Looked like some miscommunication there offensively. Those guys were not on the same page.
Here's Conley. Clark going back to the Lakers, and they're let down as far as crunch time offense goes. Good point by you. Steve, you take it now. Why do you think that's so?
Well, I think Kobe's not the player that he once was, Kevin. I mean, he's not as athletic. He's not as capable as he used to be getting shots off against any type of defense. And I think the rest of the guys maybe lost a little confidence in themselves as a result.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Yeah, he doesn't really like what he's seeing, and they're going to try to hash it out here.
Tony Allen's checked checked in for the Grizzlies. Here's Gay. Blake is tagged with the reach. That's his first foul. Here's Mayo. And here's Gay. A look from Mayo. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Mayo's got his first bucket in this one. Here's Blake. It's a 5-point game.
You know, oftentimes, Kevin, we'll see players struggle in their first season after getting a big contract, but not Rudy Gay. The only thing that sidetracked him was a late-season shoulder injury.
Kobe with the steal. Now Blake. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. The shot's good from Gasol. Well, despite that injury to Rudy Gay, Clark, the production has to be encouraging. You said career highs, Steve, almost across the board.
Yeah, you look at the numbers, Kevin, 47% from the field, 40% from the three-point line. He makes his free throw.
And then Gasol with the jam.
With that one, boy, they got the crowd buzzing there.
A pretty perfect play all around.
What a fantastic dunk to finish it off, too.
Here's Blake. 1:12 left in the first quarter. Here's Kobe. It's blocked. The Grizzlies trail by 5. It's tipped. Blake with the steal. And Kobe the bucket with the assist by Gasol. 14 points for Kobe Bryant. Here's Mayo. Back to Randolph. Working on Gasol.
By all accounts, Kevin, it was a great season for the Grizzlies last year. I mean, a bit of a down season for Marc Gasol, though I thought he rebounded and scored pretty well in the playoffs.
First one falls for him. And the Lakers with some changes. Theo Ratliff, he's just checked in for Bynum. Artest comes in for Matt Barnes. And Derek Fisher is subbed in for Kobe. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Terrell Arthur, he's checked in for Randolph. Young comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Conley in for O.J. Mayo. Here's Gasol. Here's Ratliff. Gasol with the block. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Goes right up. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. They get Steve Blake.
And look at how he posed on the rim for a few seconds after that one. That's never going to endear you to your opponents. They don't like that kind of stuff.
No, he was enjoying that one so much he didn't want to let go.
Yeah, just a little reminder of whose rim it is.
Kobe's checked in for the Lakers. Got it despite falling back a bit. Kobe's got 16.
It has been all offense here early.
It sure has been. I mean, both teams clicking, and it's been an entertaining game as well, guys.
Easy shot. Good!
That's got to feel good, ending the quarter on a...
Positive note. Yeah, you would know that feeling well, my friend, wouldn't you?
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Lakers lead by 2.
I was impressed with their transition game, guys. They really got out and ran the lanes.
Yeah, they did. I mean, no better way to get easy buckets than through fast breaks.
Don't go away. We'll see you in a moment. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. Here's Kobe.
And the Grizzlies had such a good season a year ago, and one of the areas they improved was their play against Western Conference opponents. They went from 22 wins the year before to 30 last season.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Memphis, Conley and Mayo in the backcourt. Arthur out there with Haddadi. And it's Young in at the 3. And he flushes it through. Sprite Slam Cam with the replay.
Boy, that dunk got everybody up off their seat.
Oh, they're low. Loving it, aren't they, Steve?
Well, how could they not? I mean, he put the cherry on top of the sundae on that one.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Gentlemen, Zach Randolph, one of the best rebounders in the NBA, averaging over 12 rebounds a game over the last 3 seasons, and he does it without great size or athleticism. Randolph said, "I look at it as a challenge. A lot of guys aren't physical. They don't want to get in there and bang and bump and grind and get those boards. I know I can score with the best of them, but that rebounding is a huge thing. It's what separates you." And guys, his combination of rebounding and natural scoring ability, a pretty rare combination.
And Doris, those are the 2 things teams look for in a great big man.
And the physicality he brings really helps his team's identity. This is a very steady performance offensively for him.
Outside Conley. Stripped away.
Nice swipe there. You can see his eyes get wide open when he saw the opportunity to take the ball.
And they're pushing it up. Takes it up. A stupendous finish in traffic. Conley's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And one thing you hear out of Memphis is that Mike Conley has really stepped into more of a leadership role. He's been much more vocal in that point guard spot. And he had a great season last year when Memphis made it to the playoffs.
The first one falls. And, you know, speaking of Mike Conley developing as a leader, that's something you really need from that point guard position, don't you think, Clark?
Without question. And, you know, playing for a former point guard, Lionel Howland, certainly has had to help Mike Conley's development. But Mike's maturity, Mike Conley Jr.'s maturity, listening to him talk about his role and his responsibilities and seeing him handle the media in post-game interview situations speaks volumes to where that young man's head is. He's anchored on the ground, thinks. Game and is committed to getting better on. As a former Buckeye,
I know.
I'm extremely proud of that young man. He's done a nice job.
Well said nonetheless, yeah. That you're a Buckeye, that is. And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
Boy, you hate to see this, Clark.
You sure do. I mean, tough to tell how bad it is just yet. Hopefully not too serious.
Hits the bucket.
Now, they've got to offer more resistance inside. Just too many easy buckets in the paint.
Yeah, Steven, that's the top priority for any defense. You got to protect the paint.
Out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Here's our test. Looking for his first bucket of the game. And he recovers it. There's the bucket. Good. And the Lakers lead by 4.
He's got so many ways to hurt you. I mean, he is really an offensive force out there.
Tell you what, they were in full attack mode there. On that fast break.
I agree with you, Steve. I mean, they got right after it. You know, for so long we've seen the Lakers coast into the playoffs, put themselves in a tight spot, and then find a way out of it. But in that series versus Dallas in last season's playoffs, they really looked like a tired and overmatched team.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
Well, they've really cranked up the intensity, tracking down those loose caroms, stacking up second chance buckets in big piles.
Whoa!
Yes, indeedy. Boy, I love that one. That's not just any plain dunk. That has some panache to it.
It's an energizer, guys. That is an energizer.
It is, and that will lift the whole team up.
Now called the Grizzlies.
Yeah, the Memphis Grizzlies made the playoffs last year for the first time in 5 seasons. But the road record is still an area that they'd like to improve this year. Just 16 road wins last season total.
Zach Randolph's checked in for the Grizzlies. Vasquez comes in for Michael Conley. Randolph backs in. Ratliff sends it back. Lakers leading by 6. Here's our test, and there's another one for the Lakers. Well, the Grizzlies' road record, and Stevie just said 16 road wins last season. Clark, what's the key to improving that number?
I think a big part of it is confidence and mindset. Understanding how you have to approach games on the road. There's a little different mindset, and some of that is born of confidence. They may have more of that confidence and swag now because the first playoff appearance in 5 seasons, first playoff series win in the franchise's history there in Memphis. So I think they now believe with their core group of talented, relatively young players that they can play with and beat anybody.
And let's now go to the sideline and catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, in speaking with Pau Gasol, he feels like the Lakers function better when they're distributing the scoring around. His quote, "I think we're more effective and more successful when our offense is balanced and everyone's contributing." He said, "We tend to get in trouble when the offense gets stagnant and we stand around and watch Kobe." Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. A lot of weapons, certainly, at the Lakers' disposal.
You know, with the players they have, you keep moving the ball around, somebody's going to score. I mean, there's just too much talent.
Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
Boy, you hate to see this, Clark.
You sure do. I mean, tough to tell how bad it is just yet. Hopefully not too serious. You know, Rudy Gay's game, Kevin, is aesthetically pleasing. I mean, you see the highlight reel dunks, but that perfect high-arcing jump shot, that's sweet, too.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Hadadi's checked in, and it's Mayo in for Tony Allen. Kobe, that's good.
Tell you what, he's draining the 3-ball at will, guys.
Yeah, and he is, and they've got to find a way to get out there on it.
And when you watch Rudy Gay run, Steve, you can just tell he's an athlete with that loping gait.
Looks like he was just born to play basketball, doesn't he? 6'8" frame, kind of wiry, strong. Beautiful hang time and athleticism. He finishes with flair in transition. He's a smooth player to watch.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Andrew Bynum's checked in for Theo Ratliff. Saul comes in for Joe Smith. And Luke Walton is subbed in for Johnson. Backing down is Gay. Here's Conley. Oh, that's blocked. Lakers leading by 9. Gasol with it. Stolen by Michael Conley.
Good idea. Hold on to the ball. Take the last shot of the quarter.
Yep.
And he's so graceful around the rim. Sometimes you forget how strong he is.
Here comes Kobe. They lead by 7. For the 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep. 8 seconds left here in the second. And here's Mayo. He trained the shot right at the buzzer.
Cold-blooded. I mean, it's a big-time clutch bucket.
That is a prime-time play, guys. He got himself squared up and knocked down the shot, no problem.
And so we conclude the first half. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports.
Fridays are always better with a little NBA action. Welcome to HP at the half. The Los Angeles Lakers in front against Memphis. The three-point shooting, ridiculous. They're knocking down everything. Kobe's been lights out the first 2 quarters. His shooting percentage off the charts right now. He's got the magic touch from the field, no question about it. And for Memphis, they've really been battling. Their bench has given them a huge lift offensively, coming up big. Some great work out there by Michael Conley. After 2, he's got 10 points, not to mention a few dimes as well. No doubt the focus so far, these 2 players have led the charge in scoring for their teams. Plenty of offense for both in the first half. And now let's get the second half rolling. Here's Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke.
The second half just about to get going here. Here's Fisher.
Boy, I tell you, the Lakers are always tough on their home court. I mean, visiting teams can get a little starstruck, too. I mean, all kinds of celebrities hanging out in the crowd. Just as many famous people watching as actually playing in the game when you go play the Lakers.
Fisher and Kobe man the backcourt. Howe and Bynum filling up the middle. And it's Walton in at the 3. That's the Laker 5. Now here's Conley. Outside Randolph. Right side Randolph. 4 on the clock. Here's Allen. And the layup's good off the glass. Allen's got his second basket of the game. Going back to that Lakers home record, 30-11. Last season, tied for the 5th best home record in the league. And Steve, you start overlapping, you know, the star watching at the games, the good play on the floor. That's quite a scene.
It's a great scene, one of the great venues in the NBA. And the Lakers, they're competitive year in and year out. And they'll continue to be a tough team, whether it's at Staples Center or on the road.
Out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Derek Carricker, he's checked in for Luke Walton. Here's Kobe. 26 points for him. This one for 3. Hits the bucket. Kobe's got 29.
And Kobe Bryant, along with Carmelo Anthony, I think are the 2 most complete scorers in this league. They can find a way to get the ball in the basket from so many different ways.
Stolen by Michael Conley. The Grizzlies trail by 8. A moment for the Gatorade injury report. Let's find out the news on Ron Artest. And Doris, what's the update?
Hey guys, the Lakers head athletic trainer Gary Vitti gave me an update. He told me that he's in a great deal of pain after suffering a lower back strain. He's going to remain on the sidelines for this one, and though it's tough to say right now, he might not be able to return anytime in the near future either. Not exactly the news you're hoping to hear, guys.
Good stuff, Doris. Thanks, Clark. It's got to be a tough time for him.
Yeah, Kevin, you wish they weren't, but injuries are really a part of the game, and sooner or later, just about everybody has to deal with them in some form or fashion.
Well, hopefully we'll get some good news next time we have an update on him.
Here's Randolph. He's got 7. And it's Memphis with another. Stevie talked about Kobe's offensive virtuosity. You can Google that name if you want to out there. You know, you name most any way that exists to put the ball in the bucket. I think he's mastered. I don't think there's a shot that's been made that he has. Done and done well.
Well, he's a master scorer. I mean, that's how you would title him. And that includes every. Way, but it's the footwork. We talked about the basics, the little things. Great anticipation offensively, and he's always in aggressive mode. And with his physical abilities and the fundamentals mastered, he's special.
I like what you said about the footwork. There's a great story about when Kobe and LeBron got together for an all-star game, one of their USA teams over the past 5-6 years. And the knock on LeBron had always been that he really didn't pay attention to detail. He just kind of shot and there was no pattern to his practice, individual practice habits. And you watch Kobe, and he learned from that. And now LeBron is the one teaching younger players.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it's how it's handled
exactly
down.
how it should be.
Yeah. Conley gets the bucket. Lakers leading by 6. Gasol backing down. Gasol covering. Gasol with the block. Here's the break. Here's Mayo. It counts. And the foul. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
And we have seen the intensity pick up big time here in the second half.
Well, you can feel the desire from both teams that they really want to win this. Guys, I don't think there's any question about it. It was the best season in Grizzlies franchise history last season. I mean, a team that was 0-12 in the playoffs, had never won a playoff game, upsets the top-seeded Spurs in really convincing fashion. It was clear they were a really difficult matchup for San Antonio.
And here's Mayo from the arc. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got assist number 7 for him tonight. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And a 3 the other way.
Back and forth we go, neither side giving an inch.
On the Grizzlies, Clark took the Thunder all the way to 7 games. This is a team that won 46 games in the regular season, and then all of a sudden they look like one of the best teams, Steve, in the West.
Yeah, what an amazing turnaround, Kevin. And they did all that without arguably their best player in Rudy Gay. But what I like best about Memphis is that they really established an identity. They pounded you inside, and they really hustled defensively, and they were going to outwork you. And I think that was the key in their playoff run.
Gay against Fisher. And it's rejected.
They've done their part here to run down a lot of missed shots. A solid rebounding effort.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I mean, they're fighting for every loose ball, putting a body on somebody and going after the rim.
From 20 feet out, and there's Luke Walton on the assist from Kobe. Walton's got 5 points in the quarter. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Tries for the alley-oop. Trying to go big for the alley-oop, but good defense got in the way. Walton with the steal.
Yeah, you can't make that kind of an error and expect to win.
You're right, Steve, because they will I mean, those kind of mistakes, those are losing plays.
Bryant hits the reach-in call, and that'll be his third foul so far. Heaves it up. Smith. No good. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one.
Well, how about Kobe in this one? He's got 36 points, and he's buried a ton of three-pointers in this game, too.
It's hard to keep track of just how many of those he's hit.
Lakers on top. They lead by 8. As we get going here in the fourth, let's send it over to Doris Burke for our Sprite Spark.
Hi, guys. Well, it was the stretch by the Lakers that garners the Sprite Spark today. They keep going right at that defense and continue to pile points on top of their lead. Every time you look up, their lead seems to be getting wider.
Terrific stuff, Doris. Thank you. That was quite a run they had, Mark.
Yeah, I tell you what, Kevin, scoring bursts like that often tell the story, really. I mean, it's a no-brainer.
And that's been the case today. I mean, that's what you'd have to point to, I think, is the defining moment of the ballgame.
So with Gay on the bench, here's on the floor left for Lionel House. Arthur out there with Sam Young. Then it's Vasquez, and there's A. Smith, and it's Haddadi in a set. And Kobe throws it in.
His vertical skills are outstanding. He can fly and float.
And not only that, he's got the dexterity and composure to go along with those hops. He's quite a player.
That was a great angle we just saw on the Sprite Spark.
Well, how about the touch on that pass? Allowed it up there nice and soft.
Yeah, look. Like it made Steve feel pretty easy to catch up.
Pass man, he's so doesn't lose anything but.
Haddadi kicks to Arthur. And he can hurt a little bit.
I can imagine they're going to hear an earful about this next stop. I mean, that's 3 straight field goals getting them right in the middle of the lane. Inexcusable.
Our defense starts at the rim. I mean, you want to shoot the ball on the outside, and that's not happening. They're giving up everything. It's not time they needed to do. He's taking it for one shot after another.
Vasquez passes to Arthur. Haddadi is the Vasquez. No good. And it's the Lakers taking it the other way. Here's Kobe. Just the bye bye. He's against Smith. A shot good from behind. Now from the last 10-point mid-range.
Yeah, jump shot. He's got to get well.
And here's your game. Let's
Again, they attack the move from the lane. This is really good to him.
Yeah, they're getting whatever they want. That's 4 or 5 buckets coming in the area.
He turns it all over.
lose all momentum in this game.
He's tied by Gay. Kobe goes to Ratliff. Over to Saul.
Coming off that big rain area jump shot. So shows you don't have to be at the rim to score.
Here's Randolph.
Wasn't paying any attention to the defense. Poor pass there.
Fisher's got it for this quarter.
So hurry there, young man.
He realized perfect setup on the line.
He just managed to float the ball up there.
One 29 left in the fourth quarter. Conley kicks to Randolph. Working on Gasol. There's Gay. And it's Memphis with the double.
Well, he's been scoring pretty well on just a few attempts. It might help him out if he was a bit more assertive.
Post shot. And it's made by Kobe.
He's getting the mission before. All this efficiency from the field. I like it.
Conley kicks to Randolph. Back to Conley. He's just covered by Fisher. And another basket for Memphis.
He's been hot for most of this game, and if he keeps it up, these teams could turn things around.
But if they want to, they can milk the clock a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
Here's Gay. Puts it up. Walton with the ball. And Fisher kicks to Kobe. They grab her on this. On deep. And it's Randolph with the rebound.
I don't mind that shot, though. He's an excellent three-point shooter. He's just showing a lot of confidence there.
I'm right with you there, Steve. I mean, let it flow when you're feeling it.
Here's the Lakers with the ball. Here's Kobe. They turn it over. The Lakers making a change here. Timeout called the Grizzlies. They trail by 8. 11 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
They're pretty much been put out of reach, but they're not giving up.
You know what? I'm not sure. I think at some point you got to concede and save your energy.
11 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Good luck. Beauty. Good on that.
Well, you love the way he searched for good shots all game long.
Gasol with the steal.
Boy, he needs to show more patience with the ball. That steal was easy pickings on such a long pass.
And so the Lakers take the win. Both teams play well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. Well, it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kobe Bryant.